Okay, well, it's time to lock in. The market is seriously moving this morning. 15-minute chart of NASDAQ. We're coming up to basically, I think that's pretty much all-time highs. ES is not quite there, but it's a previous high. And then also we have oil here is doing a pretty big sell-off. Kind of just back down to this kind of support area. So I like it for a bounce off of this big move down. I would like a double bottom though to some extent. It does have news right here. So we'll see if that sets something up. Mainly, honestly, what I'm looking at is this NASDAQ move right now is pretty crazy. We've got news at 8. Not big news, honestly. The 8:30 is oil. These are, not West Coast times. Then FOMC is in a while. So this move will be done by then. So I just want to see if it kind of looks like it's going to reverse here at kind of 45 or 8 a.m. Kind of quick early morning reversal. See what happens. Just going to quickly let my room know what I'm thinking. I would prefer a 5-minute, but like big picture, this is a nice spot. I really like that we are at the all-time highs here. It is a lot of movement, strength, I mean. This is broken. But the main thing is that there's the fair value gap is basically saying, hey, it's super overextended. It's super overextended into, smaller chart, into that previous high. I mean, even a pullback down to like here somewhere is great. It's 54. This news coming out is, let's see, pull up this tool I have. Let's see, it's a wholesale inventories. So at top of the hour, wholesale inventories is not a big release, so it shouldn't really matter that much, and I can actually trade through the release. So that's kind of important to know. If this sets up beforehand, I can pretty much say I'll just get in anyway. So I might enter in the ES instead. This moved up a lot more. Which one is up? So the NASDAQ is up 0.8 this morning while the ES is up 0.6. So it's definitely moving more. But I would like to trade the weaker one because that's generally the better way to go. I need a little bit more of a pullback than this. 2 minutes on the news. That's right there. Just trying to take. I do want to full size this actually because this is a really nice move at a good area. Gold actually looks strong. This is gold on a 15-minute. Gold looks like it's going to bottom. And it's somehow showing strength when the market is showing strength. And so I think that's kind of helpful for this. Okay, news is popping up after this candlestick here. Oil is still kind of doing its thing. I'm not really concerned about that right now. I'd rather focus on this. Comparing these two still, the NASDAQ is showing still more strength while the ES is showing more weakness. I do want to be aware that this could just pull back and continue to shoot higher. But again, I want to be aware that that's okay. I still want to jump in when a good signal shows up because it's at a good area that makes sense. You know, I don't know what the market's going to do, obviously. I just want to jump in when it makes sense. Like this is a nice little stab higher. NQ is actually making a new high. Wow. While the ES is not. So I think if NQ looks like it's gonna fail, that's what I want to jump in on. Like this, if this fails, like putting in an order below this low, because on a 5 minute, I think that would still look pretty good on a 5 minute. Because also big picture, if I pull up targets for this potential, I mean, it's the easy money would be giving this move back up, but then we could push lower to here, which would be like, this is 3x, this would be like 6x, which would be obviously a sick move. I don't think that's super likely, but wow, so that does look good. I do want to get in short but alright, like I think I want to get short here. It's just a little nerve-wracking with the NQ being but again, like that was a fast move up. So I'm nervous about this, but again, the reasons to get in are good. NASDAQ, it could have just got, you know, this could just be like a final push higher and that fails. This candlestick right here is pretty strong. It's just an attempt at a new high and then it's gonna fail. I would like to see how this does this kind of bottom here and then continue higher. But I think if the NASDAQ gives up, this is gonna push lower. So I think I'm gonna put in an order below this. It's a good setup. New high, lower high. Big picture is good. And I'm gonna put my stop above the highs. And I'm gonna manage accordingly. Nice failure there. Again, like the big thing is this could just come down and bottom and continue higher. So this point, just kind of let it do its thing. See how it plays out. Again, like this. Looking, even on a 5 minute, that's a nice 5 minute candle. But we'll see what it does. Oh, puppy. happy. Okay. I think this is not going to work because, let's be honest, your trades never work. But it looks good. It looks good. In all reality. That's a nice little poke higher. Let's look at what... Gold looks good. Pray that gold goes up. That'll help. Oil... I don't like oil for... I suck at oil longs, honestly. And when I look at it, this is just, I think, FOMO over seeing this move. Really, the sick entry was this bar right here and catch that move down. Otherwise, it was just not worth it. So, I mean, like, if it bounces, but it's got news in 20 minutes. So, unlikely. Again, it's pretty nerve-wracking because there could be just a lot of strength here, and it could just continue up. But again, the main thing is it's all about just following your plan, because this doesn't have to work in every time. Even if it works 50% of the time and I get 2x or a little bit off 1x, like, it's great. And this still is setting up. It's still at a decision point. Not out of the woods, but I think ES looks good. I'm going to sit on a 5-minute. See what that looks like. I'm going to move it. It was not in a good spot, to be frank. The reason why I like it to be above the high, because if the market came up here and, like, let's say reversed right here, knocked me out, but then did a big bar down, I would still want to be in. But I would have been out of the trade. Like, it's not violated until it breaks up here. It can come up here and then do a failed breakout back, failed sell off back in, but usually that's unlikely. So this is not selling off quickly. I would say it doesn't look good. I think if this lower high here on the NASDAQ doesn't turn into head and shoulders and start going down, I'm going to want to get out. Because at that point it just looks like it's probably going to continue higher. I'm just going to go step away for a while because this is driving me a little crazy. And I think it's going to not work out, even though NQ is actually making more lows. NQ looks better than the ES now. But this is trading. You got to sit here in the agony of indecision. I think because of it being kind of like this, once it gets to break even, or 1x, I think I'm going to go break even. Unless it just gets moving quickly. This is one just looking at a bigger picture 5-minute chart just makes it way easier to drown out the noise of it looking good or looking bad. We're just looking for a push. Of course, the NASDAQ is now selling off better. Classic. You choose one and the other is better. Now I'll just turn this on for kicks. I want to move to break even now, because if it just shoots up after that, I'm just going to get out. Like, just get me out of that. I'm going to take off 2x for sure. down here if it just blips lower. Yeah, just that's a nice start. It could totally just reverse up after that though. Would it suck to just get out at break even? Yeah. After all that. But as a part of trading. Like I'm looking for this move. It has stabbed through most of this move already, which is kind of rough. But I can also, if it starts to slow down, I'll trail a little bit. Like I'll trail previous candlestick. I'm just gonna give it a minute here and see. I gotta manage my stupid recording pages. Okay, I'm going to trail with 2 with the previous candlestick. And it looks like it's just gonna basically get knocked out. Oof. I really want to pull this down. It literally just almost blipped it. Okay, it filled that. My computer is literally lagging. Okay. I'm moving the rest down here to 2x. I want to give it some room, but also like I'm not going to give it, crazy room here. There we go. That's fine room right there. I'm gonna give it this candlestick because it's clearly NQ hasn't even given the move back up. Big picture, pulling up the 15-minute chart again just to see where we're at. Again, the easy money is kind of over. But I don't, so it's like I'm giving it some room, but also like I'm not gonna give it like one, a crazy amount. Like this is the move I'm really looking for. I'm not really looking for this. Like that's more if it just rips lower. You know. Sick trade. That just came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that to happen. After this chop, I was like, I'm screwed. I've lost for the day. Well, okay.